Thanks. You know, for a while, Smitty, there was some talk of eliminating conferences altogether. But the East has begun to turn things around. It's starting to emerge again.
You know, Kevin, me and you have been around a long time. It's going to always flip-flop back and forth. It was the East and it was the West. And I think right now the East is turning that corner. In a couple of years, it'll probably be the dominant conference. I like the way it is. I don't want to see them eliminate conferences.
I agree. Good point. So the opening lineup for the Heat, they've got Adebayo. Robinson is out there with Myers Leonard. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Nunn in at the point. And for the Kings, Hield and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. Dwayne Dedmon is out there with Bielitsa. And it's Fox in at the 1. Robinson against Barnes. Stuffed. Passes it to Nunn. Lets it go from deep. Barnes grabs the miss. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Kings. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And the difference in that one, the efficiency from range. They really focused on getting good looks.
And if it wasn't there, each guy was willing to make the extra pass. Trust in his teammates.
Here's Dedmon. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Here's Nunn. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
Yeah, and I look at his total effect on the scoring, both as a passer and a shooter. Incredibly productive.
And so it's the Heat getting on the board first. Outside, Fox. Teardrop shot, and it's blocked.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Nunn passes to Robinson. From past the arc. And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
For Sacramento, they've gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Rough start for them. Barnes outside. Here's Dedmon, fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Nice board. The volleyball background of Dedmon helping him to develop as a rebounder.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The free throw drops for Dedmon.
Amazing story for Dwayne Dedmon. Didn't play organized basketball until he was 18, undrafted out of USC, but his talent has won out.
Here's Nunn. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Shot clock at 6, and Butler gets it to go.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Timeout is called, first of the game for Sacramento. And he may have picked up the game late, but Dedmon is making up for lost time.
What I like, he's improved his hands and decision-making. Even added a three-point shot the last couple of years. You can tell he's putting the work in.
Now, here's Fox. He had 31 points in the win against Minnesota.
Even though he got fouled a lot, he never lost any of his aggressiveness. He kept making free throws, and in the process, really frustrated the D.
Here's Nunn, following the basket by Buddy Hield. Fox with the steal. Lays it in off the breakaway.
Yeah, Fox is a dependable defender, always active, and he's really smart in terms of his anticipation and using those hands to come up with steals.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, they say players are made in the summertime, and that's Jimmy Butler's favorite time of year. He calls it grimy season, gets out in the country, and puts in that work.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And Greg, those summertime workouts for Butler, they are something.
I mean, they sure are. He calls them bandanas and buckets. Grows his hair out, 2-a-days, hot yoga, intentionally isolated from the hustle and bustle of the big city. It gives him an excuse to really just lock in.
And with this summer signing of Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat demonstrating they still can lure star talent to South Beach.
The Heat back on the rise. The Butler signing sets the stage for the summer of 2021 when they should have the cap space to sign another max player.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Here's Nunn, covered by Hield. And there's the pass to Nunn. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Jimmy Butler is on it, staying alert, finds his man breaking free.
Fox passes to Dedmon. He kicks it to Barnes. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Miami with the rebound. And here is Butler. 11 points for him in that last game against the Clippers.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Kings have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. First one falls for him. He's perfect from the line this time.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Here's Nunn, guarded by Fox. Ball's knocked loose. Feeds it to Butler. And here's Leonard from 3. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Fox kicks to Hield. On the wing, Barnes. And a miss there on the triple.
I don't know how many misses that is in a row, but I know it's ugly.
And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Kings making a change here. Joseph's checked in. Adebayo finds Leonard. Out to the right wing. Here's Nunn. He's covered by Joseph. Shot clock at 5. From 10 feet out. Here's Adebayo. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And guys, you might remember that he was not at his best from the foul line in their last outing.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. He hits both from the stripe. The Kings trail by 6. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
A moment here to see the stats for Butler. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. He's getting around 20 points per, 5 assists, and 6 rebounds. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's versatile. He's prolific. There really isn't much a defense can do once he catches fire.
Now here's Barnes. 14 points from him the last game against Minnesota.
Yeah, and I look at his total effect on the scoring, both as a passer and a shooter. Incredibly productive.
Here's Adebayo. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Steady at the defensive end. Who are the best players in the league at selling a charge call?
I would say Kyle Lowry is one of my favorites. Marcus Smart, P.J. Tucker. Those are the guys that come to mind that do it well. They take charges and also they sell them.
Yeah, Tucker in particular, and I love Lowry, but Tucker's, he'll take it, and you know it hurts, but he takes it every game and multiple times a game, right? I mean, wow.
Yes, indeed.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
A terrific athlete. Dedmon went undrafted a few years back, but now he's starting to grasp the mental side of the game.
Here's Nunn. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Heat have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Shoot 2.
The first one falls. Harry Giles is checked in for the Kings. Heat also with the sub. Goran Dragic is checked in for Robinson. So he gets them both. The Kings trail by 4.
Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down, or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws here.
The Kings have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. Free throw good, Joseph. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Miami leading by 3. Down low, here's Adebayo, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Pretty tall point guard. Goran Dragic sees the entire floor. Terrific look.
Barnes with it. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From 20 feet out, it's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target. You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage, even though it was all over.
Barnes dishes to Joseph. Pass to Bialica. Outside, Joseph. There's the 3. The three-pointer is right on target.
Defensively, a breakdown along the perimeter. Just too slow to rotate.
Dragic against Barnes.
Well, when you watch Goran Dragic play, you can tell the precision that he has with his movement and footwork. But as pretty as this game is, he has a bit of edge to him. Very fiery player.
And he makes the first. And Smitty, as you alluded to with Dragic, he's gotten in more confrontations than you would think.
He's a scrapper and does whatever it takes to win. Reminds me of a little bit of John Stockton with that mentality. But that's exactly the kind of mindset you want from your lead guard.
Kent Bazemore's checked in for Sacramento. Bogdanovich comes in for Hield.
A rare bad trade by the San Antonio Spurs. Dragic was their second-round pick in 2008. They traded his rights to the Suns for a player who didn't even make the roster.
Now here's Olynyk. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game.
It looked like the defense just flat out froze out there. Clear breakdown in communication to allow that easy bucket.
Here's Giles. Trailing by 5. Kicks to Bogdanovich. And another 3 for Sacramento.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Here's Hero. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. And here's a rundown of the rookies already having a huge impact in their first season. These are the NBA's rookie scoring leaders. You take a look at Hero. Top 5 scorer in the league. What a player he is.
Well, coming in, you wondered how his talent would translate at this level in terms of scoring. And I gotta say, apparently, it's translating pretty well.
Bazemore misses. Miami's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Dragic, and that comes off the assist by Jones. And the Heat lead by 4.
And we see this a lot with Goran, using his size and craftiness to finish inside.
Now here's Barnes. He's guarded closely. Hero passes to Jones. Outside Dragic. Dishes it to Olynyk. The Heat need to get a shot off. Here's Hero. Offline with his 3. And so it's Joseph with it. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. 4-point game. It's stolen by Dragic. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Jones with the stuff.
Sharing is caring. Goran Dragic can get a shot almost anytime he wants, but finds a better one for his teammate.
Now here's Barnes. Back to Joseph. Takes the 3. It's not going to go for him. And the Heat going the other way now. Hero passes to Dragic. Here's the dish to Olynyk. The rebound by Giles. But they'll get another chance. Here's Hero. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound. Yogi Ferrell's checked in for Corey Joseph. James Johnson's checked in for Miami. The Kings trail by 6. Pass to Bogdanovich. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3.
And they've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Passes it to Hero. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got his 3rd assist on the night. Ferrell passes to Giles. The pass to Bogdanovich. And they get it. Rebound by the Heat. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You know, sometimes great skill can overcome a lack of intensity, but it's very rare.
And here is Barnes after the three-pointer from Goran Dragic. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Bazemore gets the bucket.
Good decision in the pick and roll. Bazemore has the room to take the shot, calmly knocks it down.
Now Dragic. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Miami with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. The trade deadline is approaching, and Jimmy Butler talked about how
Feelings are different for everybody, to tell you the truth. For me, I don't think about it because whatever's going to happen is going to happen. You go out there and control what you can control. You know, try to help your team win games, play to the best of your abilities. And if it just so happens you get traded, then you got to suit up and play for the next team.
staying level-headed and ready for whatever's next. That's Jimmy's mindset, Greg, in a nutshell.
And it's fair to say that the level of professionalism and maturity he possesses is really impressive.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
And you can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
On the court for Miami here in the second. Hero out there with Dragic. Then it's Jones. Then it's Johnson, and it's Olynyk in at the center position. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Olynyk's got the lead up to 12 now for Miami. Knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones.
And a moment now to look at the stats for Dragic. Over the last 10 games or so, he's really shown up. Averaging 17 points per game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. Backup point guard, always an important position, and he fills that role beautifully.
Without a good floor conductor coming off the bench, your offense can quickly grow stagnant. He solves that problem well.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. And stolen by Barnes. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, after years and years of rebuilding, the Kings are finally a team on the rise, and they're earning respect. Draymond Green said they've got a lot of young talent, never quit, probably the fastest team in the history of the NBA. Green said after he plays them, I leave the game exhausted. I go home, I'm dead. And Kevin, we know that Green is pretty accustomed to going all out.
David, he sure is. He's got a lot of engine in him. Thank you so much. Out to the wing. Olynyk the pass to Hero. Outside Dragic. From deep. It's hauled in by the Kings.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness. The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
Johnson gets the bucket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Fox against Jones. A 3-ball. Offensive rebound. And Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Sacramento making a switch here. Dedmon's checked in. And then for Miami, Myers Leonard comes in for Kelly Olynyk. Robinson is subbed in for Derek Jones. Fox against Dragic. Clock at 6. There's the call on James Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. Bielitsa, he's checked in for the Kings. Hield comes in for Bogdanovich. Here's Fox. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. 6 to shoot. Can they get it? Right on the bucket.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. And here's Leonard from 3. It's rebounded by Farrell.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Heat leading by 14. Butler up top, covered by Hield. And there's Johnson. That's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists in the game. Sacramento's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Fox kicks to Bielitsa. Buries the long-range jumper. Bielitsa's got 5.
Yeah, instinctively, too. Fox there looking to be a ball mover, a facilitator. And that's one reason why his team is playing well.
Now, here's Butler. 7 points in the game. Now here's Johnson. Back to Butler. Steve, I know you like this, that the three-point shot is having such an effect on the league, actually transforming the NBA. Are you surprised at how fast all this is happening?
I am. I'm surprised that so many teams are adopting this transformation of shooting a 3-ball. Because there's some teams and there's some players. I know they shoot it, Kevin, but they shoot at such a low percentage. If you have the guys that can shoot it, you should adopt it. If not, you got to find another way of winning ball games. There's nothing wrong with having a great mid-range team that can knock down mid-range jumpers.
Bam Adebayo's checked in for Miami. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Smitty, with players like Curry and Lillard taking such high difficulty shots from deep, deep range. I mean, these are just amazing. Some have said that it's hurting the game and that kids will try to emulate. What do you think about it?
You know, Kevin, I think it is to some point, and to this point where so many kids now at a younger age are shooting a 3-ball from so deep. I would love for a lot of these guys to be able to show the work they put in, and then those kids try to emulate that.
All alone, and there's the nice layup by Fox. 6 points for him.
This is who you want leading that play, a sure passer with great awareness.
Nunn passes to Butler. Poked away, and that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Barnes.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
Hits the three-point bomb. Robinson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
We know he has the range, and we know he has the attack mindset.
Here's Farrell, defended by Butler. The 11-footer. Here's Dedmon, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the call. Miami with the foul.
Aggressive move by Dedmon. Challenge mentality, draws contact.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
And take a look at what he's been able to do at the free throw line. 82% more than acceptable.
And he knocks down the first one. Corey Joseph's checked in for Sacramento. And so he makes both from the line. Here's none. 5 points in the game. Outside Butler. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And one area where they've improved here in the second quarter is getting the ball in the paint. That inside scoring has gotten much stronger.
The Heat have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
On the free throw, no good.
What you have with Jimmy Butler is a guy who can guard 1 through 4, and sometimes even the 5.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Here's none. After the basket by De'Aaron Fox. Adebayo passes to Butler. Count that one.
You know what? This is a skill set to be able to take the bump and stay on balance after the initial contact.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw no good for Butler. The Kings trail by 13. Here's Joseph. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Nunn passes to Butler. Pass to Silver. Just 5 on the clock. And slam dunk by Butler.
Tonight, Butler's been ferocious, got into a rhythm early, and has been able to sustain that effort.
Healed outside. Inside. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. To the inside. Silva shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Smitty, you played with the U.S. national team. Would you say they allow more physicality in FIBA than they do in the NBA?
No, I think, Kevin, different parts of the game, there's more physicality. Like on the free throw line, boxing out. Like going up for rebounds. They let a lot more than we're used to go. But usually the NBA players adjust, and they find their way.
He's off on the first. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Heel. And he's good on the second. And it's Fox with the ball for Sacramento. They trail by 14. And the dunk by Bielitsa.
And Fox is a solid passer, knows how to get the ball to his guys when they're ready to let it go.
Pass to Nunn. Passes to Robinson. Shot clock at 6. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Now the pass to Joseph. And Bielitsa kicks to Joseph. 5 to shoot. And with that, the Heat lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Bielitsa.
He's an asset in helping space the floor. He has tremendous touch from range.
Butler against Joseph. It's tipped. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
The Heat have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game. Sacramento making a switch here. Giles is checked in.
Nice shot.
The Kings trail by 14.
All this means is he has to be careful. Don't want to pick up a cheapie and get sent to the bench with 3 fouls.
The Kings have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
The first free throw is good.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
That one misses.
And I really love Fox's game. He's got a ton of room to grow, but boy, does he play with intensity.
And it's Butler missing.
With floor spacing at a premium, they need him to hit these shots. Made just that one in the first.
With the teardrop, got a hand on it. A steal. Now, here's Fox. Tight defense on him. Bazemore misses. Miami leading by 13. Here's Robinson, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul called on the Sacramento Kings. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
An 89% free throw shooter puts him right there among the league's best from the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. The Heat making a switch here. Dragic is checked in. And he sinks the second. The Kings trail by 14. Fox looking it over. In the corner, Bazemore with it. Again, the miss by the Kings. And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for Miami. Pass to Adebayo. He kicks it to Butler. Outside Dragic. Just 5 to shoot. Picked him clean. Joseph has an open look. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 4 assists now tonight.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Now here's Dragic. Last game he had 13.
Going Dragic's length, it helps him convert inside against all those defenders.
Dragic against Fox. Now here's Bazemore. Defense is right there. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. No good on the free throw.
You know, he was undrafted out of Old Dominion. Ken Bazemore has come a long way. Didn't get much run his first few years in the league, but now he's an impact player.
Sacramento making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. And then for Miami, Derek Jones comes in for Robinson. And Hero subbed in for Butler. No luck that time either.
And they can't let points get away at the line. When you're behind, you have to make the most of your opportunities.
Pass to Hero. It's Adebayo, top of the key. Lock at 6. Pass to Hero. And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Adebayo. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
It's stolen by Jones. It's tipped and stolen by Bielitsa. 1:12 left to play in the first half. Joseph, the pass to Giles. And so Sacramento again turning it over. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Look at the Heat. Here in the middle of the regular season, they've been able to get the 4th best record in the conference.
And you know, for the Heat, they've made such fantastic progress this season. To see them so close to the top of the standings at this stage, what a surprise.
Well, it's not surprising to them. Since day one of this season, these players and coaches have said they view themselves as one of the league's top teams, and it looks like they're right there.
Here's Giles, following the score by Miami. He dishes it to Bogdanovich. Back to Giles. 6 on the shot clock. Bazemore for 3. Miami grabs the miss.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Rockets the pass to Hero. Rockets against Joseph. The shot from 20 feet away. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
I mean, tremendous quickness off the pick and roll. Goran Dragic will run this on you all day.
Bazemore for 3. That shot is off. Jimmy Butler has been on display for Miami. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. James, you came out and you were really productive. In fact, the whole bench was productive.
Yeah, of course. You know, that's what the second unit is for. We go hard in practice. We know we can play with the best of them, and we just want to give our first guys the first group a lift.
You certainly did, James. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Big-time play throughout the first half for Jimmy Butler. He ended up with 15 points and 4 assists. Kenny, let's start with you. What'd you think about the Heat?
Their ability to get into the paint and get to the rim has been deadly, constantly attacking the basket. It was clearly their intention right from the start to pound it inside as much as possible. And I don't see them straying from that strategy in the second half. It's going to be another paint-based attack.
Shaq, what's your take on Sacramento?
Well, the bottom line, Ernie, they got to defend the three-point line much better. They were concentrating all their effort into protecting the paint, and these guys were standing behind the line, yak'em, splaka kataya, and that strategy backfired, Ernie. They gave up far too many open looks, and all those threes killed them.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
And we saw just how important he is for this team in the first half. He was getting everyone involved.
We see it night in and night out. When you move the ball, keep your teammates involved, good things happen at the offensive end.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Fox at the point with Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. Bialica is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Giles in at the center. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. On defense, the Kings. 19-point game. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. The first one falls. Good on both. The Kings trail by 21. Hield the pass to Fox. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Here's none after the basket by De'Aaron Fox. Fox with the steal. From downtown, it's hauled in by the Heat. Here's the lob to the hoop.
Nice job. Those passes have to be right on the money around the painted area.
The Kings have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Hield outside. Over Butler. But they recover it. Dedmon dishes to Barnes. Second shot opportunity. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
With his size and explosiveness, you get the feeling Barnes could live at the line. It's all about creating contact.
The 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina, Harrison Barnes won a title in Golden State. Signs the big contract with Dallas, but yet to achieve the stardom that many predicted back in high school.
And he can't get the first one. Greg, you look at Harrison Barnes. What's his best role?
I mean, Kevin, he's a hard worker, able to hit the spot up 3. Defensively, his strength gives him some versatility, just a solid contributor.
Harry Giles is checked in for the Kings. Good on the second free throw.
Barnes is just such a tough cover. He has the ability to play both forward positions.
Butler feeling it out a bit, and the pass to Nunn. And there's a whistle. That goes on Harry Giles. That's foul number 2 for him. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Here's Adebayo. They get it back. Robinson with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Here's Leonard. No good. Shot missing. So the Kings will take it the other way. Barnes, right side. Kicks to Heel. Unloads with nobody on him. He buries the jumper. Heald's got his second basket of the night. Miami leading by 18. Pass to Butler. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. But players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. And some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. Butler with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. And he lobs it up. And Adebayo throws it down. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 12 rebounds. Hield kicks to Fox. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Butler against Hield. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Farrell's checked in for Sacramento. Heat also with the sub. Johnson's checked in. Free throw, good Butler. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And again, the turnover by the Kings. Terrific awareness among this collection of centers and power forwards. The big men averaging the most assists per contest over the previous 10 games. Fifth on the list, Bam Adebayo.
And these are some of the most complete players in our league. I mean, they're not just traditional score and rebound big men. They can beat you with their passing as well.
Whether starting to break with a fantastic pass or kicking it out to a wide open teammate, these fellas have a knack for passing the basketball.
And he makes the first.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And so Butler nails both of them. And so Fox will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Pass to Farrell. Back to Fox. Banked in off the glass. Fox has got 13 points.
Well, you like how aggressive he is making a play at the rim against length.
And let's forget the height disadvantage. He brings the effort and he brings the energy.
Outside Robinson. Passes it to Nunn. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Fox. The rebound by Giles. Giles has got 4 rebounds now tonight. The pass to Fox. Bielitsa. He checks in for Giles. Sacramento with the ball. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one's on Johnson. The Kings have had 15 tries at the line. They've made 10.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one. He hits the second from the line. Miami leading by 22. Pass to none. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And he knocks down the first one. Heroes checked in for Miami. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Farrell kicks to Barnes. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Barnes has got 4 this quarter.
This is what you do when your opponent's trying to take away the 3 and the painted area.
Here's Hero, covered by Hield. 6 to shoot. Here's none. Again, the miss by the Heat.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Farrell passes to Fox. Here's Hield. Out to the right wing. Farrell for 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Farrell's got 6. Here's none. He has 6.
And really, for a long time, the specter hanging over Buddy Hield was he's the player who was traded for DeMarcus Cousins. Hard billing to live up to, but he has made some giant leaps with his development.
And Hield has slowly but surely turned himself into one of the elite shooters in the NBA.
And guys, to be as locked in as he is from deep with his height and release is deadly. He's the kind of player who gets better as his teammates get better around him, and he is just now finding his stride. Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
The Kings trail by 21. Timeout called by the Kings.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis, and get away from the sloppy fouls. And let's take a look now at the stats for Bogdanovich. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Averaging 15 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Because he gives you someone to build your offense around. You can count on his nightly production.
Now here's Hield. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game.
We all know Hield can shoot it, but for him to get better, he's got to keep adding different dimensions to his game.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And with a percentage of 82, he's been one of their more dependable shooters from the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Hield. And he makes both free throws. The Heat leading by 19 points. And that's a foul called on Yogi Ferrell. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. That free throw, no good. Sacramento making a switch here. Dedmon's checked in. And the second free throw, good. And here's Ferrell. He'll bring it up for the Kings. Outside, Bogdanovich. From 12 feet out. Count it. Bogdanovich has got 5 now. The Heat leading by 18. Dragic the pass to Johnson. Here's Hero. He has 7. And here is Butler. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Dedmon with it. 7 points in the game. Barnes outside. We've seen him miss a couple from the line so far, going 2 for 4.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Sacramento making some changes. Ken Bazemore comes in for Hield, and it's Joseph in for Yogi Ferrell. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Miami. Jones comes in for Butler. Barnes hits them both. Here's Dragic. 11 points in the game. Pass to Hero. Back to Dragic. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Joseph. With this break in the action, let's find out which rookies have been lighting it up from downtown this month. You take a look at Hero, one of the best shooters in the NBA, top 5 in the league at this moment.
You know, coming into the NBA, you knew he could stroke it from long range. And over the past month, he's shown us exactly that.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. And Miami making a change here. Outside, Dragic launches it. Offensive rebound, and Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. First one falls for him. And Smitty, you talk about players who can just be vicious to the rim. Wow. Derek Jones is on that list.
Yes, he can dunk the ball with so much force. You feel the building shake. So scary when he's coming down the paint to catch a pass because of his insane leaping ability.
Now here's Joseph. He's got 9. Dedmon dishes to Bogdanovich. Outside, Joseph. Sacramento again missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
The Kings trail by 20. Now Bogdanovich. 5 points in the game. That's a 2 from Barnes. And it falls over the rim and in. Barnes has got 8 here in the quarter.
Silky smooth J from Barnes. The defense was on him, but he just uses his picture-perfect form and outstanding reach to get the job done.
Now here's Dragic. He's got 11. And again, it's the Heat missing. Now here's Joseph. He kicks it to Bazemore. Outside, Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 5. No good on the triple. Miami leading by 18. Jones, no one around him. His 3-pointers off the mark. Out left to the wing. Jones against Joseph. Passes it to Bazemore. The pass to Dedmon. Over Dragic. Shots good by Dedmon. Dedmon's got 9 points.
That's what you get from a vet like Bazemore, making the next pass.
That's tipped. Here's Hero. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession. Pass to Dedmon. Lets it fly. And that one hits back iron.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
And there's a whistle that goes on Corey Joseph. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The first free throw is good.
And right now at about 85% from the line, that's up from where it was in that first half.
Both good from the line that time. And so Bazemore will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. They trail by 18. Pass to Barnes. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Six attempts for him at the line. He's made 4.
And he's putting together a solid year at the free throw line. 79% overall.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And the Heat making a change here. Leonard's checked in. Barnes hits them both.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Now here's Dragic. He's got 11. And the foul on Kent Bazemore. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. That one falls for Dragic.
And this team will make you pay when they get chances at the free throw line. It's helped them pull ahead here today.
And Goran Dragic drops them both. The Kings trail by 18. Joseph, the pass to Barnes. And the free throw stats there, 6 of 8 shooting, so 75% so far.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. De'Aaron Fox is checked in for Sacramento. And he can't hit the second. The Heat leading by 17. Here's Hero. He's got 9. The shot, no good. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Outside, Fox. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Barnes kicks it to Bazemore. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession.
And with the pause here, how about the stats for Harrison Barnes? He's averaging 14 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the calls.
Hero passes to Dragic. Shot clock at 6. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Now here's Barnes. 13 points in the game. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. And the rejection by Leonard. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. And here's Dragic. Fires from deep. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Heat out front, up 19. And we're just moments away from the start of the 4th quarter. Stay with us. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the 4th quarter. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. They've got Dragic. Jones is out there with Myers Leonard. And it's Hero in at the shooting guard. The Heat leading by 17. Dragic with it. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Showing the courage and strength to take it up inside. Goran will now go to the line.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
throw good. Dragic. And Miami making a change here. Nunn's checked in. And Goran Dragic drops them both. And it's the Kings with the ball. 19-point game. Bogdanovich finds Fox. From 11 feet away, here's Dedmon. Can't get it to fall.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
It's enough to where you have to respect him. Had one triple in the first half, now has his second.
And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
That's his 4th foul of the evening. He needs to be careful now. Pick and choose where to be aggressive.
Robinson's checked in for the Heat. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Passes it to Nunn. Fires the 3. Rebound by Bielitsa.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
And so here is Miami. Sacramento making their last shot. Adebayo is checked in for the Heat. Jimmy Butler comes in for Goran Dragic. About a minute and a half into the 4th quarter now. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
Adebayo finds Butler. Good ball movement here by Miami. And here's Adebayo. Covered by Barnes. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Just a little too aggressive. His 5th foul of the night. Expect them to go right at him to try to pick up number 6.
The free throw drops for Butler.
And that puts him right around 90 from the free throw line. Really good work here in the second half.
Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. The Kings trail by 15. Outside, Fox. To the middle. Here's Hield. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Now, here is Robinson. Outside Butler. There's the pass to Adebayo. No good with the triple. For Sacramento, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Fox kicks to Barnes. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. 18 points for Barnes.
A tale of 2 halves. He's really turned it around here, scoring the ball.
Outside Robinson. Now Adebayo. Pass to Nunn. Clock at 6. Robinson for 3. But they get it back. Here's Leonard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
That free throw good from Leonard. Leonard hits them both. The Kings trail by 12. Bogdanovich passes to Dedmon. Dishes to Barnes. Another three for Sacramento.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Here's Nunn. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Nunn can't get it to fall.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Heat leading by 6. Kicks it to Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
I love it. Got the basketball, used the pick. A high percentage shot for Jimmy Butler off pick and roll plays.
Healed the pass to Bogdanovich. Up top, Dedmon. Outside, Bogdanovich. And it's blocked. They get it back. A three from Barnes. It's hauled in by the Heat. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Nailed from three-point land. And now an 11-point Heat lead.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
You can't afford to give him space. Those kinds of mistakes have been the story of this game.
Now here's Barnes. Bogdanovich with it. Leonard picks him up. And the foul called on Myers-Leonard. That's his first foul. Heat on D. They lead by 11. Here's Bogdanovich. And that one goes long.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change. And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Robinson passes to Nunn. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range, it's Dedmon with the rebound.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Back to Barnes. From deep. But they recover it.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
Now, here is Robinson. Pulls up on the wing. Rebound by the Kings. Bogdanovich has got his 4th rebound in this one. He kicks to Heel. Here's Dedmon. The dish to Bogdanovich. And so the ball is out of bounds. Bogdanovich touched it last. Miami leading by 11. And the Heat call time here.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Jimmy Butler.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Eric Spoelstra had some words for his team. He said, "This is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play." In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
It's good, and that takes him to 77% shooting this game, 10 for 13.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
And here's Bogdanovich for three. Shot clock reset for Sacramento. Hield can't hit. Miami's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Great positioning on the putback. And the Heat lead by 15.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Outside, Bogdanovich. 6 on the shot clock. Tipped away. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. The Kings making a switch here. James is checked in. And here's Barnes for 3. Good on the triple. Barnes has got 24 points.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Here's Butler. And another basket for Miami.
Confidence, confidence. Jimmy Butler get to that spot, you won't be disappointed.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. They trail by 14. Barnes outside. Kept alive by Sacramento. And that one drops for him. And he's now got the double-double. 11 points and 12 rebounds. Here's Nunn. James covering. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. And that one falls for Robinson. Farrell's checked in for the Kings. Goran Dragic is checked in for Miami. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Farrell. Barnes outside. And a foul called on Myers Leonard. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Farrell. He's guarded by Dragic. Dedmon trying to break free.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
That's the way Jimmy Butler takes it to the hole. Quickness, but with a lot of strength.
Here's Farrell. Knocked away. Hield outside. Pass to Bielitsa. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Farrell. He's guarded by Dragic. Farrell can't hit. The Heat leading by 16. Outside Robinson. Back to Dragic. Here's Farrell. The kick out to Barnes. Dragic comes with the double team. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Miami with the ball. And here are the Heat now. They're on a 15-5 run. And there's the foul. It's on Dwayne Dedmon. And that's it for him. He's fouled out. Not only that, we are in the bonus and we'll have to go to the line for 2. That free throw missing. Good on the second free throw. There's 1:54 left to play in the final quarter. Barnes outside. From 11 feet away. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Outside Robinson. Passes to Butler. Good ball movement here by Miami. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Well, Steve, we keep seeing new arenas and new state-of-the-art training facilities. As a player, what do you value more, the home court or the practice court?
Kevin, I really think it's the practice court because you spend so much time there. But a lot of times now, franchises have both, the home court and their practice facility right inside the arena. If you can have the practice court at an all-time high, something guys like and love, they'll spend a lot of time there.
Some changes for Sacramento. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Bielitsa. James comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Buddy Hield. .124 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Okpala, the pass to Olynyk. Just 5 on the clock. He dishes it to Waiters. It's good from long range. Waiters got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Heat.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And so now on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Butler.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
Jones checked in for Robinson. And here's Farrell. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. It's an 18-point game. In the corner, Bazemore with it. This one for 3. Miami grabs the miss. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. And here is Waiters. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Jimmy, you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. And we'll see you next time.